The NIA court's clean chit to all the 5 accused, including Asim Anand in the Mecca Masjid blast case, has brought the focus back in what has been termed as Hindu or Saffron terror. The term was first used in 2002 after the Gujarat riots, followed loosely and unofficially used until the 1st of September 2010, when then Home Minister P. Chidambaram, coming out of a high-powered meeting, commented that Indians need to be careful of Saffron terror.
Right-wing fundamentalist groups are suspected to be behind some bomb blasts. These are religious fundamentalist groups. The message ought not to be lost in phrases, and perhaps the use of that phrase has brought the message home.
Chidambaram made this statement in the aftermath of the 2008 Malegaon blasts and arrest of members of a Hindu right-wing group called Abhinav Bharat for their alleged role in orchestrating blasts in the predominantly Muslim town of Malegaon in Maharashtra. Chief of the Maharashtra Anti-Terror Squad, Hemant Karkare, was leading investigations into the Malegaon blasts of 2006 and 2008, probing the alleged role of Hindu right-wing organizations, including the RSS. Former Inspector General of Police S.M. Mushrif, who had voluntarily retired from the force, wrote a book called Who Killed Karkare, in which he claimed that Karkare was killed as part of a conspiracy to thwart investigations against Hindu hardliners allegedly involved in the Malegaon blasts. None of the theories have gone beyond hushed whispers, and no credence has ever been attached to these allegations. I'm Sini Pasha and you're watching In Depth. All 5 accused, including Asim Anand, who was once seen as the ideologue of Saffron terror, were given a clean chit by an NIA court in Hyderabad on Monday, citing lack of evidence. The verdict brought the spotlight back on Hindu or Saffron terror, leading to a war of words between the ruling BJP and the opposition. The ruling party claimed that the verdict had exposed Congress's Saffron terror bogey used by it to appease minorities. Here's more.
11 years ago, on 18th of May 2007, a blast killed 9 people during Friday prayers inside the Mecca Masjid near the historic Charminar in the old city of Hyderabad. On 16th of April 2018, an NIA court in Nampalli acquitted the 5 accused, including Naba Kumar Sarkar, alias Swami Asim Anand, in the case. The others who were acquitted include Devendra Gupta, Lokesh Sharma, Bharat Mohanlal Rateshwar and Rajendra Chaudhary. NIA charged 10 people for plotting and carrying out the blasts. Accused RSS worker Sunil Joshi was murdered during the probe. RSS workers V. Dange and Ramachandra Kalsangra have been elusive. Investigations against Pejram Parmar and Amit Chauhan are underway. The verdict resulted in an all-out war of words between the ruling BJP and the Congress. The Congress claimed that the BJP was trying to build an alternative narrative of the truth and clearing up all cases where the role of right-wing Hindu organizations were being probed.
जिस तरह से सरकार उनका उपयोग कर रही है विपक्ष को डराने के लिए, धमकाने के लिए, झूठ को सच करने के लिए, सच को झूठ करने के लिए, ये तमाम चीज़ें आज से नहीं, जब से नई सरकार 4 साल से आई है, हर केस में ऐसा होता चला जा रहा है.
क्या आज 12 बजे at the stroke of midnight will the Congress President Mr. Rahul Gandhi come out with a lighted lamp? कैंडल लेके क्या आज राहुल गांधी 12 बजे क्षमा याचना करने के लिए इंडिया गेट में आएंगे या वो नहीं आएंगे? क्योंकि जिस प्रकार से धर्म को बदनाम करने की कोशिश राहुल जी आपने की है, और चाहे पी चिदंबरम हो, चाहे सुशील कुमार सिंधे जी हो, इन्होंने कहीं से अगर शिक्षा ली है हिंदू धर्म को बदनाम करने की, तो वो आपसे और आदरणीय सोनिया गांधी जी से ही ली है. क्या यह सत्य नहीं है राहुल जी कि आपने खुद यूएस एम्बेसडर से मिलते हुए कहा था कि हमें सिम्मी से ज्यादा डर नहीं है, खतरा तो हमें हिंदुओं से है। सिम्मी आतंकवादी गतिविधि में नहीं लिप्त होती है, हिंदू जो हैं वो आतंकवादी गतिविधि करती है। क्या आपने ये नहीं कहा था?
Others in the opposition, however, called it a travesty of justice and accused the Central Probe Agency of playing into the hands of the Modi government.
The NIA is unable to prove their guilt. All those who are accused in this case belong to the Hindutva Parivar. They belong to the Sangh Parivar. They are inspired by the ideology of the Sangh Parivar. And is that the reason why the case has been so diluted and weakened that today all the accused are acquitted?
MIM chief and Hyderabad MP Asaduddin Owaisi too lashed out at the NIA for not doing due diligence in the case. He also questioned the credibility of the judge who delivered the verdict in the case.
If you don't crush terrorism and you have a selective approach in tackling terrorism, then this danger, this sort of people will always be there over our heads. And that is why I fear that tomorrow these people, if they are not controlled, not convicted, then the threat will always loom over our heads. And I feel that injustice has been done. And those 9 people who have lost their lives, 6 people also died in subsequent police firing. Now, who has done it? People cannot come from Mars and do it. Someone must have done it. What is the reaction of the government of India? Are they going to appeal against this judgment? Because in Ajmer they have not appealed against that judgment. We want to know from the BJP government that whether they are going to appeal against the judgment or not. Justice should be done to the people of Hyderabad, because a place of worship was desecrated, a bomb blast was planted over there.
In a strange twist of events, within hours of pronouncing the judgment, Judge Ravinder Reddy resigned from the post of 4th Additional Metropolitan Sessions Judge. The timing of his resignation was enough to set off speculations.
In December 2017, a businessman called Krishna Reddy filed a 4-page affidavit in the Hyderabad High Court levelling allegations of corruption against Judge Ravinder Reddy.
Has the judge's resignation cast a shadow on the verdict is something that is still a subject of speculation and debate. But his verdict means that even 11 years after the terror attack, no one knows who planted the bombs. The former RSS Pracharak had been first arrested by the CBI in the Mecca Masjid blast case in 2010. A postgraduate from Burdwan University, Nabakumar Sarkar, alias Asimanand, started working with RSS's Adivasi Kalyan Ashram in Purulia district of West Bengal in 1977. Besides the Mecca Masjid case, he was also accused of being involved in the Ajmer Sharif, Malegaon and Samjhauta Express blast cases. During a confession before a metropolitan magistrate at Tees Hazare Court in 2010, he had confessed to his involvement in all of the cases, which he said he planned to take revenge on Muslims. In the 42-page confession, he had stated that to answer every Islamist act with a bomb for a bomb strategy, he had joined hands with senior RSS leader Indresh Kumar, Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur and RSS worker Sunil Joshi, who was later himself murdered. Asimanand, however, later retracted his statement, saying it had been made under duress.
The acquittal of Asimanand and 4 other accused in the Mecca Masjid blast case comes on the back of 3 other alleged Hindu or Saffron terror cases being closed. Investigations into the Sunil Joshi murder case, the Modasa blast case and the Ajmer Sharif blast case have been wrapped up and trial has concluded. We now get you details of another sensational terror case which has been seen as the handiwork of the Hindu right wing, where the trial is still underway. Here are details of the Samjhauta Express blast case. 18th February 2007. Massive explosions ripped through 2 carriages of the Samjhauta Express as it was passing through Divana near Panipat, barely 80 kilometers from Delhi. 68 people were killed and dozens of unsuspecting passengers were injured as the bomb explosion derailed the train and caused a massive fire. The train that connected Delhi with Lahore in Pakistan was ferrying mostly Pakistani citizens who had come to visit their relatives in India. There were some Indian casualties as well, along with 3 railway policemen who died at the spot. The blasts were seen as an attempt to dislodge peace talks between India and Pakistan, coming as they did a day before Pakistan's then Foreign Minister Khurshid Mahmood Kasoori's visit to Delhi. As families demanded justice for their loved ones, leaders of both countries condemned the attack and promised to bring the guilty to book. The case was handed over to the National Investigating Agency, which filed its first charge sheet in June 2011, alleging a conspiracy by Hindu extremists, including Asim Anand, to sour ties between India and Pakistan. The NIA's first charge sheet stated that mastermind Asim Anand hatched the conspiracy to target the Samjhauta Express as revenge for attacks on Akshardham and Sankat Mochan temples. The charge sheet further stated that Asim Anand conspired with Sunil Joshi, an RSS worker, Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur and Bharat Bhai, where they discussed a bomb ka badla bomb theory. RSS leader Indresh Kumar also reportedly met Asim Anand through RSS pracharak Sunil Joshi. 1 year later, Asim Anand, Pragya Singh Thakur, Sunil Joshi and Bharat Bhai planned the Malegaon, Ajmer, Hyderabad and Samjhauta blasts.
2010 में NIA ने FIR रजिस्टर की. FIR रजिस्टर करने के बाद जब इन्वेस्टिगेशन में इन्होंने क्लू आए, दूसरे ब्लास्ट के भी आए, जब इंटेरोगेशन हुआ तो इसमें कॉन्स्पिरेसी के और सर्कमस्टेंशियल एविडेंस के बेस्ड है ये. अब ये जब कॉन्स्पिरेसी का मैटर्स होता है तो कॉन्स्पिरेसी इज नेवर हैच्ड इन द पब्लिक. Conspiracies are hatched among the confident people, parties who are associated with each other. It has been hatched in that.
The NIA filed its second charge sheet in August 2012. In its charge sheet, the Central Probe Agency claimed that RSS worker Sunil Joshi organized a terror training camp for the attack. RSS pracharak Sunil Joshi reportedly provided training for making pipe bombs and firing pistols. He also organized a firing practice for the people who were present there at the Faridabad firing range.
जो लोग लॉ के बारे में नहीं जानते थे और जिनको डराया जा सकता था, जिनको धमकाया जा सकता था, उनको टारगेट करके और कर्नल पुरोहित साहब के नजदीकी जो लोग थे उनको ज्यादा करके टारगेट करके उनसे गलत बयानें लिखवाना, ट्विस्ट करके मुड़वाना, उनको धमकियां देना, ये सारे प्रकार उन्होंने उन लोगों के साथ किए हुए हैं.
The NIA subsequently filed a third charge sheet as well, detailing the modus operandi and use of RDX in the explosions. Lokesh Sharma, an associate of RSS pracharak Sunil Joshi, and Kamal Chauhan were arrested for planting the bombs. Over the last 7 years, 139 of the total 299 witnesses have been examined and 10 have turned hostile. The trial court has still not delivered its order in the case. You're watching In Depth, and we're focusing on terror cases where probe agencies were investigating the role of the Hindu right wing. It was in the aftermath of the Malegaon blast that the term Hindu or Saffron terror was first used by then Home Minister P. Chidambaram. The Maharashtra ATS under Hemant Karkare arrested Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur, Shiv Narayan and Gopal and Shyam Baharwal Sahu in connection with the blasts. 2 weeks later, Army officer Lieutenant Colonel Purohit was arrested for allegedly supplying money and explosives for the blast.
"37 fatalities in 2006, 8 in 2008. Muslim-dominant town Malegaon was bombed twice within a span of 2 years. In 2007, that is a year after the first blast took place, 9 men were arrested. They got bail a decade later in 2016. Those 9 men who were initially accused were all Muslims. A Hindu fringe angle in the case had emerged in 2010 after one Swami Asimanand confessed to his involvement in this case. In October 2008, a month after the second set of blasts rocked Malegaon, the Maharashtra anti-terror squad under Hemant Karkare arrested Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur, Shiv Narayan Gopal, and Shyam Bhawarlal Sahu. 2 weeks after that, the ATS also arrested a serving army officer, Lieutenant Colonel Purohit, for allegedly supplying money and explosives for the blasts. The 26/11 Mumbai terror attack saw the deaths of the Chief of Maharashtra ATS, Hemant Karkare, along with his top team, Inspector Vijay Salaskar and Additional Commissioner of Police Ashok Kamte. Following their deaths, many believed that the investigation into the Malegaon blasts were derailed. There were many theories floated and allegations made, and senior Congress leader Digvijay Singh even claimed that Karkare had called him and told him that he was receiving threats from Hindu right-wing groups. Digvijay Singh purportedly presented evidence to support his claim, though it was never legally established nor taken into consideration.
Hemant Karkare received phone calls, threatening phone calls from some people because he had implicated RSS activists.
In 2009, 11 people, all Hindus and all alleged associates of Colonel Purohit and Pragya Thakur, were charge-sheeted by the Maharashtra ATS. But a year later, a special Makoka court dropped the charges against all of them. In 2010, the Bombay High Court reinstated the charges and the investigation was later handed over to the NIA. In 2015, the Supreme Court set aside the Bombay High Court order and dropped the charges against the accused, stating lack of credible evidence. Special Public Prosecutor in the case, Rohini Salyan, told a leading daily at that time that the NIA had asked her to go soft on the accused.
It is already come on the paper and...
Yeah, but did you file an affidavit in Bombay?
No, yes, I had.
When was that? And what?
Long time back in a contempt petition.
In May 2016, the NIA filed a second charge sheet, dropping all charges against Sadhvi Pragya and 3 others for lack of evidence. In 2017, the NIA told the Supreme Court that it won't oppose the bail of Lieutenant Colonel Purohit. Again, doubts were raised at the level of investigation conducted by the NIA.
जिस तरह से एजेंसी ने इसमें एक्शंस लिए हैं, इससे एक जो विश्वास होता है इन्वेस्टिगेशन मशीनरी के बारे में, इसको चोट लगी है.
After several twists and turns in the case and getting their bail pleas rejected multiple times, by the end of 2017, both Sadhvi Pragya Thakur and Lieutenant Colonel Purohit were out of jail on bail.
On the 11th of October 2007, an explosion in the courtyard of Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti's Dargah hours before Iftar claimed 3 lives and left 17 injured. Initial investigations pointed towards the role of the Lashkar-e-Toiba, but later investigations turned towards RSS members. An NIA court found RSS Pracharak Sunil Joshi and Devendra Gupta guilty on charges of conspiracy and Bhavesh Bhai Patel of planting the explosives on the blast site. Here's a report.
Well, Swami Asimanand, who was acquitted yesterday in the Mecca Masjid blast case, that's not the first relief for him. In March 2017, he was let off in the blast case that rocked Ajmer Sharif as well. And now let me take you back to the timeline of what, in fact, the Ajmer Sharif blast case was. In fact, in the same hearing, RSS Pracharak Sunil Joshi, who mysteriously was murdered during the course of investigation, and 2 other Pracharaks, Devendra Gupta and Bhavesh Patel, were convicted and sentenced for life. Now go back to October 2016, where Asimanand confessed to his role in the blast and called this strategy as Asimanand's bomb-for-bomb strategy. Going back to July 2015, where 19 witnesses in this case turned hostile, to the surprise of many, those who were watching this case very closely. The NIA took over the probe of the Ajmer Sharif blast case, in fact, from the Rajasthan ATS in April 2011. It was in October 2010 that the Rajasthan ATS, which was till then taking over this case, looking at the charges, investigating it, had filed a charge sheet in this, case. Now, former RSS Pracharak Devendra Gupta was arrested in connection with the Ajmer blast case in April 2010. This was the first big arrest in this case, and it was on October 11, 2007, the fateful day when a huge explosion rocked the Ajmer Sharif Dargah, the Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti Dargah in Ajmer, which resulted in killing 3 people, and there were many others, 17 in fact others, those who were injured.
That's all we could pack into this edition of In Depth. You can revisit our stories on indiatoday.in. News and updates continue right here. Do stay with us.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.